Hello guys, it's TimMeister25, and today I'm bringing you my updated version of my Steelswarm deck. And the reason why I'm doing this is because my first time it was like, I felt like, it didn't really feel right to deliver like a half-done deck, because that wasn't really fair. And yeah, I wanted to like, and if I was to like wait until I got my hands on the cards that I need, it would take like 3 months to deliver the new deck profile, and that wouldn't really be fun. I couldn't really wait that far. And I know people like want to see the whole deck profile. Like, they don't want like, half. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this new one. But as I said, I don't have the cards. I'm just going to tell you the deck list and the cards that I choose to put out and put in. I'm going to tell you why and so on. So let's continue. The Steelswarm Cells stays at 3 because an amazing card, of course, so nothing to change there. I changed Scout from 2 to 1 because I think that it has the intention of becoming a, I don't know, just like, it's stocks on the hand. I think like 1 is the way to go because it has the, dead draw, I think, because it's end up being like you draw your like main cards for the tribute but no boss monsters, or the other way around, you draw too many boss monsters and no cards to like tribute. So that's why, because I think Cell does an amazing job just doing it by himself, and the Scout is working perfectly at 1. And then I add in from the Nozzle 6, Steelswarm Genome, which is a level 2 Fiend type monster, 1000 attack and 0 defense. Its effect is that if you tribute it for a Steelswarm monster, it can be treated as a 2 tribute. So that works very well with the new Steelswarm boss monster that I put in, which needs 3 and 2 tribute. Then I taken out my 3 gatekeepers because I didn't really like the way they ran. Just like, I didn't feel right. And instead I put in a 3rd Caller. Caller is an amazing card, you know what it does. And yeah, just you need 3 Callers in my opinion. It's an amazing card. And I put in instead 2 Steelswarm Sting, which I think is also a very good card. What it does is that at level 4. 1850 attack and 0 defense, and its effect is when it leaves the field, I think, when this card you control is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 face a ritual, fusion, or synchro monster on the field and destroy that target, and I think that's an incredibly good effect. It works against heroes and just mainly any synchros. It's like, works really well. So when I play it, like people that use fusion or synchro ritual, they really have to like think before they like destroys it. Like, if I destroy this, what will happen? Because when it leaves the field, I can just like target 1 fusion or synchro and just like destroy that card. So it actually can, even though it maybe doesn't have so good defense, people still has to be careful when they destroy it so that they won't get rid of their own monsters. So, and it's a 1850 beater. So yeah, it works very well. And then that's it for the Steelswarm. I will move on to the boss monsters. By the way, I'll have the deck list in the description below. So that you can like the full names and that kind of stuff. But anyway, boss monsters. 2 Steelswarm Moth, unchanged. It's an amazing card, in my opinion. 2 Steelswarm Girastag, same there, amazing card. I will not change that out. And now I put up taken out the Mantis, and I put in 1 Caucastag, a Steelswarm Caucastag. In my opinion, really good card. I tried two, but that was dead draw, so I took it out. But its effect is you need 2 tribute. Works very well with the Genome. What its effect is, when it is summoned, you can choose 1 effect, and that is destroy all monsters on the field except this card, or destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. And it's a 2800 beater, so it can really turn games around. So in my opinion, really great card. And then I put in my ultimate beast, or what you call it, which is Steelswarm Hercules, a 3200 beater, and it needs 3 tribute to be normal summon and cannot be special summoned by other ways. And its effect is that once per turn you can half your life points to destroy all other cards on the field. So, and what I like with this card is that it's not only is it a very high beater, but you can use the effect whenever you want. You don't have to use it only when you summon. So yeah, you can like choose whenever you want to use it to like clear the whole field or something, so you can go for game or whatever, and that kind of stuff. And also you can never get like you can't kill yourself with it, so you can always use this effect. Of course, if you get it early in the game, it can be pretty devastating to half your life points. But like if you go for like when you have 2000, it doesn't really matter if you like half your life points. So it's a really good card when you get it out. Then we move on to the other monsters that's not Steelswarm. And then I took away the Fabled Raven, because I thought it was like, nah. I sided in instead, because it didn't really, I sided in. But now I took it out of the deck, and it was like, nah, it didn't really work that well. It was like, sure it's flexible, but nah, it wasn't really working that well. It dragged down the consistency, so I put it out. I put that out, and I think, what more did I put out? I don't think I put out anything more from those monsters. Nope, nothing more than that. So Gorz stays. A really amazing card, wins games, of course. Plaguespreader Zombie stays as well, works amazing with Foolish Burial to get to the grave. You can go for like Brionac first turn. Just open up amazing play with Plaguespreader Zombie. Patrol stays as well, and really good card to go for as well. Like banish it to summon a Fiend type monster from your hand with 2000 or less attack. Can go for ECXC summons or tribute summoning, so that works also. Like, you know what it does, so it's an amazing card. And then I put in the 3 new cards I put in also is Dark Arm Dragon is the first, and that works simply amazing in this deck. I mean, it's like can't explain how much that's helped me out. It's like really amazing in this deck. I go for it very much all the game, and it's a really game changer. And then I put in 2 Effect Veiler, which also, like, it's a staple. You know what it does. Works really well as well. And then we move on to the spell cards. The spell cards that I choose to put out is Card Destruction and Swords of Revealing Light. Swords of the Revealing Light I only used in the deck that I had because it didn't have all the cards, so I need some card that can stall. But of course it's a good card, so you can choose to have that as well. But I don't really like it. And Card Destruction didn't really either work because it was pretty devastating for me, and I didn't really find any so much use for it. It was more like a dead draw to me. So anyway, we move on. 1 Pot of Duality, you know what it does, like staple. Foolish Burial, Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm, 2 MST. You can go for a 3rd MST, but I wanted as less card as possible, so I sided the MST and only ran 2. But of course that's flexible. You can put in a 3rd. I think it will work just fine anyway, but I like 2. And Dark Hole and a Monster Reborn, of course. And then we move on to the trap cards. I put out the Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulsory Evacuation Device, and Infestation Wave. The reason is Bottomless doesn't really have to be there when you have the Solemns. In my opinion, it was just like, nah, don't have to. And Infestation Wave, that's too, it had intention to become a dead draw as well, because of the whole, like, if you draw a lot of boss monsters, but you can't really bring them back or bring them on the field, just having to be a dead draw. Of course you can bait with it, but of course it can work good as well. But for me, nah, I'm not going to use it. And yeah, so the Trap Hole and Compulsory, well, they were just a staple that I put in for good. But anyway, move on to what traps I use. It's Mirror Force, of course. 2 Solemn Warning. That's why I don't have Bottomless Trap Hole. They work just fine. Solemn Warning. 2 Fiendish Chain. Love the card. Really good. And then we move on to 3 traps that I added for extra consistency, and that's 1 Reckless Greed and 2 Jar of Greed. This has this happens to be very good in this deck because the deck is very relying on getting the cards that you need to tribute summon to the field fast. You need your cells in your hand. You need your boss monsters in your hand. And it's like with Reckless Greed and Jar of Greed, it's like playing a deck with 37 cards. It's like that's how you get. And you can also bait with Jar of Greed and Reckless Greed very good. But Jar of Greed is very perfect. You just put them down, and if your opponent tries to destroy them, you just chain and get your card. And it really works just really amazing. The 2 Jar of Greed and 1 Reckless Greed, it works really good. Adds up makes the consistency of the deck a lot better. So that's highly recommend for that. And then I run 1 Torrential Tribute. Yeah, that's it, guys. As I said, I will have the deck list in the description below. Please tell me what you think. I mean, I think the deck runs very well, and when I finally get it, I think it's gonna be very fun to use. I'm gonna enjoy it a lot, and yeah, I think it runs pretty well. I mean, test it out in dueling that. It works really well. I think the Steelswarm has a lot of potential, and they're very fun to use. So they have a pretty fast engine, and they're very fun to use. And yes, for the extra deck as well, I run 2 Utopia, 1 1 Chaos Utopia, 1 Brionac, Steelswarm Roach, Scrap Dragon, Blackwing Dragon, Catastor, Naturia Beast, Big Eye, Lucky Draw for, like, if you would get your boss monsters, 2 of them, so you can go for that. But your X-Rig is very flexible. You can choose whatever you want, and like I said in the last video, so that really doesn't matter. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe for more, and hopefully you like this this video and profile better. This is my Steelswarm deck that I run now. I think it runs very well, so yeah, please try it out. And if you have any ways you think I can improve the deck, then please tell me, and I'll see you all next time.